So, friend, how are you? Thank you very much, very much for doing this. This is an honor for Centro Cultural to have you, and as a friend, is like a big hug for my life, and for my soul. So, I'm very excited about this exhibition. I can see that it's gonna be like very interesting, and I don't know, man. You have these crazy ideas about color, and I don't know why this. How much ink does a marker contain came to your mind? What was going in your life? What were you doing? Why did you choose like this? I don't know, markers. Why?
Right. Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for having me today. Thanks for all of you for coming to the exhibition today. Um, and yeah, it was great. It was great for us to work on this project for the last few years.
Yeah.
I have the original package here from the
Excellent. You did it. That
from
is
the
came back
Pelican
to
marker.
Mexico. That's there.
Yeah.
Great.
So this is the only remaining of this whole project in Amsterdam and me. So in a way, we are still together, Pelican and me. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with this package while I was working on the project. So how the idea came to my mind, I was working in advertising for a few years as a designer, and then COVID happened and they had to let me go of the job. So I decided to go to my house and make some new work. And I started to sit down on my bar here. And usually, what I always do, I get the pen and I put it down on the paper, and then an idea comes to my mind of what to draw. And it's always been like this for many years that I work, that I just put the pen on the paper and I get an idea and it starts. And so, after a few years of working in advertising, I tried to do the same, but no idea came. So, I was like, what am I going to make? I have no idea. So I decided to write down all the things that were coming to my mind, like, I have no ideas, I cannot draw anymore, I don't know how to do it,
All the
I
dark side, all
suck,
the dark side that comes from that moment, right?
it all came out. And I was looking at this page and thinking like, wow, this is so many like disabling thoughts for my creativity. I'm gonna black it all out. So I started to like color in the page with the rest of the black marker. And then as I was doing this, I started to question like, I wonder how much ink is actually inside the marker. And then I decided to test it. So I finished writing, finishing the marker, and then slowly it started to fade on the page, and I really like this. So then I thought, it would be interesting for me to go to the shop and buy like some kids markers, because we all know how they run out really fast, but I never know when they run out. So I got curious about it, and I could picture like a whole exhibition with like all the different colors, just like how I had the black one. So yeah, I decided to do it, and it was a really good success here for the first show. So yeah, with that idea, I just presented it to the world, did an exhibition, and I sold most of the works then, and which kind of gave me like a good confidence that I was doing the right thing, like doing what I felt like was exciting, and yeah, bringing colors into the world.
Excellent. It's amazing. I love the project. And well, I have to say about Pelican, why is Pelican over Europe now? Now having all this like trading from Mexico to Europe, because when I saw your video, it was like, wow, I would like to do that. I would like to be part of this, and that's why I went to Rainbow Papeleria, because I used to go there when I was a child, and I used to, okay, let's do the homework. One monografía of Mexico, one monografía of something that is this print out paper that you have to cut it and then do your notes on it before you have all the internet, by sure, no, for sure. And then I said, well, let's bring this pelican to Europe, to Amsterdam, and see. I don't know what can Ruben do with it. Then how do you feel Pelican is worked with the project? Did it work well?
Yeah, so it was interesting. I think you sent me two different packages.
Yeah.
One was this one from Pelican. The other one, I think I still. Yeah, the other ones were these ones, also from Pelican.
Oh yes.
They were like the more like the thicker,
Yeah. Oh.
the thicker style. So I think I tried some of this one and I tried some of that one, and I decided to go for this one because there was many more colors. This one has like 12 different colors, and by this stage I had already worked with probably 7 or 8 different brands. Like I finished over 100 markers already, and but it's, even though like it seems like, oh, all markers they could be the same, they're actually not.
I agree.
It's different every single time. Even if you're taking 2 blue Pelican markers and testing them twice, it's usually a little bit different. And even like just the artwork itself becomes different because my day is different, my feelings are different, the timing that I'm doing it is different. So the 2 artworks, they are never the same, which always makes it for me interesting to test them again and see how it comes out.
Yeah, I think that you bring like a meditation, no?
Yeah, for sure. It's a very mindfulness activity to be doing, to simply color one marker, like finish the marker, because you're not thinking about what am I making, so there's no cognitive activity happening. It doesn't require you to think about it.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's a lot of space in your mind for your mind to wander around and think about, oh, what about last week? What was I doing? And then maybe next week, where am I going to go? And then slowly, as you're processing a lot of these thoughts, you become more and more here, in the here and now, and where it's just you and the marker, and you're sitting there, and at some point it becomes like a rhythm that you're inside of, which I think you will see it in the exhibition. There's a video of me making one work, and it was filmed by a good friend of mine, Marcus Flack, who's a film director from Australia, and he came here for one day to film me making the process, and they take about 1 to 2 hours to finish one marker, and of like non-stop drawing. And so, but we condense the video into like 10 or 11 minutes so that it becomes, you don't have to sit there for like a whole hour to watch it. Even though I recommend you to go home, buy a marker, and like sit down for an hour just to see it live yourself and experience how it feels. But on the video, you can also see the rhythm because you hear the sound of the marker. You hear the sound of the marker scratching on the page, and yeah, you just kind of get into like a zone, which is for me really enjoyable and actually really like healthy to slow down and take some time to yeah, make art.